Okay, so once you have your velvet paper cut out, you might want to mark which is the top with a T and a bottom, so that when you go to put it back together, you'll know where it fits. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to antique our ornament, and to do this I'm using Ranger's Claudine Helmut Studio Paints in charcoal black. You can use any kind of our acrylic paint for this. You can use our dabbers, or the dimensional pearls are also nice to use. And what you're going to do, you're just going to you work on your nonstick craft sheet, and you're going to paint just in the crevices. And then you're going to take a paper towel and work on a little bit at a time, and you're going to rub off some of the paint so that it stays in the crevices. And just to let you know, your edges are going to be a little sharp, so just be careful when you put, after you put on the velvet paper. It helps to hide the rough edges. So you're going to do the whole thing. You can get on the rest of the ornament too if you want to streak it a little bit over the rest of it. You can also sand this to distress it a little more, and you can leave as much paint on there as you want, or as little. Maybe you only want a little bit. Okay, once you get it how you like it, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some stickles to it. These are Suze Weinberg's new Glitz Stickles in Ruby Slippers. So you're just going to squeeze it in there into the creases. And then you're just going to rub it in all over and in the creases. It just gives it a little extra sparkle. And then after you do that, you're going to let this dry a little bit. And then the next thing we're going to do, once this is dry, you're going to turn it over. And what keeps the puffiness from staying with its shape is I add a little bit of glossy accents so that when it dries it hardens, and it'll be lightweight and it'll hold everything in place. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is this is where we add our tassel and our trim to make our ornament hanger. I'm using a Wright's tassel, and this is Wright's red metallic trim. And we're going to add some little beads to our tassel. And to do that, you cut out a piece of wire that is about 7 inches long, and you're going to fold it in half. And then you're going to use your wire tool to make a good crease in there, because this wire is going to have to go through the bead. We're going to thread the tassel through this wire and the beads. So you want to get a nice tight fold, and then you're going to put the wire so that it's attached like so. And then we're going to thread our beads on here. Make sure you pick out beads that will fit through, the tassel will fit through. You don't want to pick one that has a very tiny hole, or you won't be able to use it. Okay. And then it's as simple as that. Just put 2 beads. And now we're going to go ahead and straighten our wire out a little bit with the wire straightening tools. Sometimes the heat of your hand can do it also, but I get a better straightness out of using the pliers. Then you want to trim your wire. You're going to leave the wire attached, so you want to trim it so that, it's about 1 inch or so. get that ready to go. So you're going to make sure you get it good in the corner, and you really kind of want to overfill it just a little bit, and just you're filling in the puffy parts, because if as it dries, it's going to shrink a little bit. And if you're in a humid area, it will take a little bit longer to dry because we are using a lot. Okay, now once it's full, this is where you're going to add all your tassel and your hanger. So I'm going to just make this a slight V, and then we're going to put the tassel at the bottom, and then we're going to submerge the wire into the glossy accents, and you want to make sure it's right at the tip. And then it's laying as flat as possible, like so. And then I'm just going to add a little bit more of the glossy accents, just to make sure it's covered good. Then you take your trim and then you make a loop. You kind of crisscross the ends a little bit, and then you're going to stick it into the glossy accents also. Make sure it's nicely placed at the top. And you're going to submerge it in there. And then I'm going to add again some more on top to make sure it's in there good. And so now you're going to let this dry, and what I do, I put the bottle on top to hold the loop so it dries straight. And just check one more time that my wire is laying okay. And then you're going to let this dry overnight. Good morning. Once your ornament is dry, this is what it looks like. And if you saw that it shrunk a little and you needed to add more, then you can go ahead and add more glossy accents. But looks like we're good to go here. So now we're ready to attach our velvet to the back of this. And what you're going to do is you're going to take Suze Weinberg Wonder Tape, and you're going to put it, this is a 1/4 inch size, and you're going to put it around the whole outside perimeter of the star. Okay, once you have your Wonder Tape all around the perimeter, you peel off the other red liner, and now you're going to attach your velvet on top. Like so. We're good to go. And you turn it over, and then you can trim if needed. And then finally I added the Prima Say in Crystal in the middle, right there. And then you're done. And there you have it, a beautiful ornament that you can hang on your tree or give as a gift to somebody. I also have these other ornaments that I made that I have the patterns and instructions on my blog, so you can check that out too while you're there. I hope you'll give this a try, and remember, a crafty day keeps the stress away, and we'll see you next time.